New at 5, the Beep Baseball World Series in Tulsa this week at the Mohawk Soccer Complex. You really want to see this. It's baseball for athletes who are visually impaired. They use their ears instead of their eyes to play the game. For one man from Arizona playing here this week, Beep Baseball has been a godsend after a horrible accident blinded him for life. Fox 23 Sports Director Nathan Thompson joins us now. Nathan, you got a chance to see him play.
Clay, it was amazing to witness. To watch Tanner Geer smack the ball, run the bases, field the ball without being able to see a thing, it's impressive. It's also a long way from where he was 15 years ago in the hospital, not knowing what was next for him.
Set, ready, ball.
This is something Tanner Geer thought he would never be able to do again. Play sports. Be an athlete.
All-American kid growing up, every sport, just that's how we stayed out of trouble.
That changed when Tanner was 21. A car crash put him in the hospital after a tree came through his windshield and impaled his face. Tanner's sight was lost forever.
And I was just driving too fast. And I came into a turn hot, lost control, and that was it, lights out.
Beep Baseball didn't come into Tanner's life until 4 years after that accident. Between those two life-changing events, Tanner had little moments when he realized big things, like when he found his old baseball glove in his closet.
And I threw it on, and just like every kid, right? It was instinct. I was like, catch the ball, crow hop, throw the guy out at home. And at that time, it was a moment of reflection and coming to terms with my situation. And I said out loud, because that's how I would do it, is, Tanner, that part of your life is over.
But now it's not.
It's not. Beep Baseball gave me my life back. Yep. It gave me that competitive edge.
Way to go, Fonzo!
Put fuel on my motivational pilot light.
Beep ball is inspired by baseball, but there's some heavy modifications to fit the visually impaired athlete, starting with the ball. Pull this out, it makes a beeping noise. That's so the batter knows how to hit it, the fielders know how to field it. Only two bases, first and third. They'll make a noise after the ball is hit so the batter knows where to run. Only two people on the field are not visually impaired, the pitcher and the catcher. Now everybody has to wear one of these, a blindfold. That's to even out the different levels of visual impairment on the athletes. Now it's time to bat.
Set, ready, pitch.
Now obviously I'm not as good as the players here, so let's pretend this is my hit right here. They have to run 100 feet to get to the base. Oh, there we go. So as you can see, not exactly baseball, but a wonderful sport for these visually impaired athletes.
You can't really put the feeling of independence, the feeling of freedom. It's really tough to put that in words. If I didn't have this externally pushing me, I don't know where I'd be internally.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're fast, Phoenix. You're beating down.
For the Geers, Beep Baseball is a family affair.
For my daughter and my wife to be here with me, it literally means the world to me.
Good job.
How different would your family be if Tanner didn't play beep ball, if he didn't have this?
I can't imagine life without beep ball. Yeah, really, it's part of who he is.
And part of who this family is. Rosa was once a spotter for the team. Tanner hopes maybe someday Phoenix will be too.
Going into freshman high school, and if she could make it on the team by then, I'd be 50. So I'd be lucky to make the team.
A family brought closer together by a sport invented for people who couldn't play baseball before. A man reminded of who he was and who he still can be.
Maybe in some way, I feel a closeness to who I was before, even though I'm a way better person now. It reminds me of where I was, where I've gone, and where I'm headed.
Tanner knows.
Yep.
When life sends you on a detour,
Here we go.
you take your best swing.
even when you can't see the ball.
I said it once, I'll say it again. How amazing is it to see what they can do on that field?
I love Tanner's spirit. What an inspiration.
Yeah, he's been an MVP, he's been an all-star, never won a World Series title. They're on the field right now trying to make it and advance to the championship game tomorrow.
We're rooting for him.
Definitely are.
All right, nice job, Nathan.